morning guys, Playa del Carmen today. So it should be nice weather next to the beach. Locked in this morning, been doing some work. Got to leave in about an hour for the bus. And I say that, the bus is only about a 20-minute walk. Yesterday was such a sick day, man. The jungle gym was proper cool, got some content. Need to edit the Dia de los Muertos vlog as well as the Tulum jungle gym other vlog, the reel. Yeah, I'm not sure how much short content I got in the gym, but I'm gonna make it work. It needs to be about 15-16 seconds. And yeah, to be fair, the Dia de los Muertos should have gone out sooner because we're now, just over a week after, so I should have got out by Wednesday, so not great from me, but what can you do? Yeah, weather's nice today. It was quite hot last night. I'm getting bitten like hell though. I've been bitten all over my feet. I'm itching my ankles, my toes, top of my foot, bottom of my foot. Yeah, it's peak. So I might try and find some insect repellent or some creams when I get to Playa. Playa looks good, the hostel looks nice up there. Nice weather as well. Should be good. Catch you guys later.
Yes guys, live from the streets of Tulum. It's all kicking off. The bandejos are out. Whoa! Anyway, enough of that. Walking to the bus stop now for a 1 hour coach to Playa del Carmen. Just met a French guy in the hotel who was telling me he's lived in Mexico for 4 or 5 years, lives around Playa, giving me some places to go in Chichen Itza. And there's some notes, that's really helpful. Again guys, network, you know. Especially when you're traveling, you are blessed to meet people from all over the world who can give you local knowledge, local insights, and also have a connection for life where if you're ever in that country or city, you can meet with them, maybe you have a place to stay, you can get local advice on what restaurants are good. Literally anything, man, it's literally a free hit, so yeah. Also, this morning I got talking to my friend Ale, who's Mexican, from Sinaloa. We were talking about the cartels in Mexico. And it's very important when you open these conversations to lead with an open question. So I said, Ale, can I ask you about the cartels in Mexico? And he goes off and he tells me, what you shouldn't do is say, oh, hi Ale, how bad are the cartels in Mexico? That creates a negative attitude around the conversation because you've already gone in with a preset agenda that you're saying they're bad. Now, it's not exactly secret knowledge that, you know, Mexico does have cartels, but that's not all it has, guys. So you should never lead a conversation of that type with a leading statement like, how bad are they? You should rephrase the question to make it say, tell me about them. You know, keep it a completely open and a not loaded question. So anyway, we got talking, and the context, guys, I did ask him about this because I was aware of it, but wanted to double check. So essentially, why the problem is so bad here is because it's a self-worsening problem. So what do I mean by that? I mean that the cartels make a lot of money and they wash this money through the shops. So your local convenience store, your supermarket, your laundrette, they are owned by the cartels. So the government makes revenue by obviously tax revenue. So these businesses pay people to give them jobs. You have employers tax, employees tax. So this money that the cartels push through these businesses is tax revenue, and it makes the government a lot of money. So the government could then go and buy these shops back, put them in government control, stop them being in cartel control, but then the government would not generate the levels of money because it's all through drug trafficking revenue. So that creates a self-worsening problem where if the government own these shops, then they're going to have less tax revenues to help people and help communities, build roads and all these other public services. Or the flip side is that they keep them in cartel hands and they could generate these high levels of revenue that they could then distribute throughout the country. So again guys, your opinion on this is for you to decide, not for me to tell you what to decide. But personally, I think that's a lot better than taking these businesses back into government control, where people are going to be earning less money, there'll be less jobs, and there'll be less revenue for the government to then distribute throughout the country. So yeah man, it's a bit too late to, you know, try and start over, and the best way, in my opinion, is to sort of accept the situation. Not accept it, but to make the best of the bad situation. I think Ale had a similar opinion, obviously being from Sinaloa, being on the ground, being around it, knowing how it goes. His opinion is that the focus should be on helping people and improving the families' lives, which again comes through the tax revenue. You should never judge someone else's or a different country's circumstance because everything's relative, right? And here, if the most money being generated is through the cash washing of these businesses, but that money can then be generated to give to people, to build schools, to build hospitals, to repair roads, to improve infrastructure, to then boost the economy, then surely that's got to be the best case scenario. Yeah guys, let me know your opinions in the comments. Right, I got on the bus, probably about 40 minutes out. Con mi amiga Alejandra.
Hi.
Dice,
No hablo inglés.
dices,
No inglés.
dices hola.
Hola.
Go, perfecto, perfecto. Pero estás improvando mi español, entonces mucho gusto, Alejandra.
Gracias, igualmente un gusto.
1 hour later, we have touched down in Playa del Carmen. Again, guys, you get the impression this is like a seaside town. Music going off, shops and stalls out. This is very close to the beach. I think where I am now is about a 5-minute walk to the beach. So yeah, first mission. I can't check in until an hour's time, so gonna get some food, check in, put my bags down, then probably have a little wander about. Don't have much to do today. Have to send a couple of bits off to be checked, and then that's it. So I think I might hit the beach. Not been to the beach yet. Weekend. Hola, buenos días. Paparazzi. Mino paparazzi, eh? En YouTube. YouTube. ¿Quieres estar en el video? Nah, you shy, ¿no? You shy. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Joe,
Mucho gusto, Matt. ¿Te llamas?
Carlos,
Carlos. ¿Te llamas?
Bernardo.
Bernardo. Mucho gusto. Paparazzi. Paparazzi in town. Yeah, guys, the weather's actually really nice now. This place is really, I've been here for what, 2 minutes? I've been here for 2 minutes, but you can see behind me, a lot of stalls, a lot of shops. Yeah, I found this place called Mr. Dog. Mr. Dog. Guys, you can tell, sometimes in these tourist spots, I feel like you can tell they're marketed for a certain audience. So for example, which demographic is going to go to a restaurant with burgers, grills, fries that's called Mr. Dog? Yeah, the Americans. As I'm sure you can tell, very productive bus trip, improved my Spanish a lot. That's what it's about, guys. When you meet people, talk to them. Google Translate was used, but you know, you hear words, you pick up new words. And I think the best way to learn new words is to talk to people, because you hear them in a sentence and you hear how they're used. So you get up Google Translate and then you actually hear the word, you see the word written down, hear it in a sentence. It is good, man. So yeah, guys, if you're trying to improve a language, you have to speak to people in that language. There's no shortcuts. It's about learning vocabulary, learning words, and hearing it. Because I think my biggest takeaway is that coming out here, it's very easy to say words that are on a page and remember words, but only in conversation you need to hear something, say it back, hear something, give a response. And even if they say something and you only understand 2 or 3 words, you can get a gist of what's being asked and what the sentence is. Language is about communication, and if you can communicate, you don't need to know exactly what's been said. Obviously the top level linguists, they obviously can communicate perfectly in all languages, you know, high level of vocabulary. But guys, if you can communicate, you're already halfway there, man. So yeah, don't doubt yourself and just keep trying. Again, you're getting the gist by now. Double or nothing. Load up on the chicken. I got a look in the games from yesterday, so I got, again, chicken burrito and then just this grilled chicken. Checked into the hostel around, I think just after 3. Met some of the American boys, quite funny. Just went up to the pool, so my hair's wet. Got up to the pool, plan I think it was Coco, Bongo tonight. They just came from Cancun, and they're going back to Cancun on Sunday for a wedding. So yeah, I got 2 nights here, well 3 nights here, including Sunday. So yeah, looking like Coco, Bongo tonight, big night out, doing some work now, finishing off some bits, and then yeah man, about to lock in for the weekend. Yeah, Playa seems nice, I like it here. So yeah, seems like it's different from Cancun. They were saying that, I've not been to Cancun, but the boys were saying that Cancun is more touristy, like a lot more Americans go there, the typical Americans go there, so whereas Playa is sort of a mixture.